gonna be continuing on here doing some Mortimer Slayer. The update for him just dropped yesterday, so I'm up nice and early, real early, and we're gonna do some more tasks here. Got my iced coffee. I gotta say, the Slayer spots do seem like they're bustling more than normal. Okay. We'll leave this world to this guy here. Alright. Brought a range pot just for this. So gotta use broad bolts here. And I even upgraded them with amethyst. We can just go ahead and do some flicking here. Rune crossbow. I am 97 ranged, and I still have just the rune crossbow. It's a struggle, man, on the iron. And not so these enemies, because it wouldn't work on these monsters, but I used to actually use, like for blood velds, I would use some emerald enchanted bolts. They actually use mithril bolts as the base, and those things are actually really good. I beat fight caves with them at a real low level because of the enchantment effect is really good. So the mithril, the emerald enchanted bolts, they have like a crazy, like 50% proc chance. It's kind of nuts, as opposed to like every other enchanted bolt in the game having like a 6%, you know. So 50% proc chance, pretty much, more or less, and the effect is, it's like a magical poison. So you're pretty much guaranteed to poison the enemy. I think it starts out at 4 or 5 poison damage. But like, I could just go and tag all of these. If they were like blood-filled or something, I could tag them all with the emerald bolts and poison them. So they're taking, all of them are taking chip damage while I'm focusing on one with, my better DPS bolts, like diamond enchanted bolts. And the nice thing about those bolts is you can actually see an animation when they do in fact proc, so that you know when they are poisoned, when they get poisoned. It'll be like a cloud of like gas. So that was really handy when I was at a lower level, putting out less DPS. I don't think I had range pots at the time, but the poison really seemed to help. And it worked great in the fight caves. Since I was pretty low level, I was it's all about conserving resources in there, and I just took it nice and slow, and I brought some of them bolts in there, and like, what I would do is I would just go ahead and poison like a 360 or some of the stronger enemies, and just safe spot them around the corner and just go AFK and reapply poison every 5 minutes or whatever. Kind of a slow fight caves encounter that way, but I didn't mind doing that and just getting the fire cape out of the way real quick. Mortimer, I believe, is gonna give us plus 15 Slayer points for this task. We're just working our way up to 50 completions of his assignments to unlock a third task option. It's gonna get real nice when I think we hit 100 task completions. I think that'll unlock another thing, which is like a superior, like a 300% chance to spawn superiors. So once I get the antler guard out of the way, I'm gonna really probably rush those, focus those modifiers. So I probably will use expeditious. I probably will keep using expeditious bracelets when I'm trying to get roll one of those increased superior spawn modifiers. Like if I get 3 task options that don't have that modifier to them, I'm gonna want to just pick the task with the quickest task, and put some of them expeditious bracelets on and crank through it. But then once I get the increased superior spawn chance modifier on a task, I'll probably use bracelets of slaughter, or at the minimum just some really good glove slot gear. Like tormented bracelet is really hard to pass up. But like, if I wanted to, I could be using, like right now, I could be using Barrow's gloves to increase my range attack a little bit more, and then just slide on the bracelet right before it dies to kind of cheese it. But I like to play more click chill, I guess, so I don't really do that very much. I'm not even really prayer flicking, so I'll probably try to make a point of at least doing that, as that'll increase our DPS by quite a bit, because it adds a max hit, I believe. But the Barrow's gloves, they don't add a max hit. But like tormented bracelet, on the other hand, that does. Yeah, that's a good piece of enchanted gear, the Zenite gear, the tormented bracelet. It's and then they came out with the corrupted confliction gauntlets they just came out with, and oh my god, I think they have like a special effect where if you miss a magic attack, the next attack you do has like a 50% more chance of succeeding or something. So like, I'm sure they're really expensive, but that would be good for like PKers that are trying to catch a freeze. freeze on, on someone with, like, really good magic defense gear and praying mage, you could probably catch a freeze on them the second. Yeah, I'm like a big fan of this iced coffee stuff. I think I'm gonna go on a binge and drink that every morning. Kinda, gives me a good reason to wake up and gets the day rolling along a little better. Seems like forever ago I was at Ammonite Crabs, trying to train my melee. Kind of a funny story I got about the Ammonite Crabs. So, like, this guy, well, I was, you know how Ammonite Crabs can be really packed full of players. It's pretty bustling usually, so, it's hard to find a world with free crabs. Well, I was training, and I probably been there for like 30 minutes or more, and so the aggro timer thing spent, and so I had to run, like render distance away or whatever to reset the aggro on the crabs so I could AFK again. And as soon as I came back, there was a player attacking the crabs, and I didn't realize it because I was on a different window, but like we were both fighting the crabs like on the same tile, and he was getting like real belligerent. It was an iron, and he said he was mad that I crashed him, but I said I was just resetting aggro, and he said he didn't believe me, and so like we had this funny little stalemate because I wasn't mad at all. I was just AFKing, honestly, playing a different game, focused on a different game pretty intensely, so I didn't really care so I just left my character there, and like 20 minutes later I came back, and there was all these messages he sent, and he was still there, actually brought his main account there, and his main had like, he was like dragon claw specking the crap, so neither of us could train. It was pretty funny, but it's just nice that, you know, something. It's nice it didn't bother me at the time. I just kind of thought it was funny, and part of me thinks he was messing around too, like joking, because that's a little bit ridiculous, you know. Well, this is gonna be our Slayer task completed here. So, this is the fun part, is getting the new task, seeing what the options are. These things drop pretty good loot though, I will say. Okay. So, yeah, this is a great spot to kill the 97 worms. Much better than the Karoom Slayer dungeon. So, holy schmoly, that's a lot of necreals and a lot of blood velds. Well, maybe I should just show you the magic poison, cause I'm fresh out of blood runes for barraging these, and so it says plus 55 assigned. So I wonder if it would be possible to go over 180. Yes. Well, that's a lot of blood velds, man. I guess we could probably cannon them somewhere, maybe like in the Darkmire labs or whatever. I'm gonna try to keep this video to an hour. I'll try to keep all my videos around an hour, so that's definitely gonna put us way over, so I think we'll just try to think of something else to do here. Ooh, I have an idea. Why don't we just do one of my favorite things ever? I like to just go to pest control and dump a bunch of specs. Bring a whole bunch of spec weapons, you know. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'll just do probably melee for now. I have a lot of melee spec weapons. silly little combination of things here, and probably want a whip and that, of course, and crystal halberd, dragon hosta. This gives stab bonus for the hosta. The old school DDS. The battle axe. Yeah. The mace. Yes, we want a arcane blade. So we'll just do all that for now. And we want a blessing to just keep that piety on the whole time. Yep. Go ahead and we'll hop on to the pest control world. Well, I haven't seen this before, but we might not have enough veteran players for this boat. But it would be kind of fun to spec the portals on the... You know what? Let's go to the beginner boat and just decimate the portals, because I think the portals will have lower defense, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We'll just kill this here spinner. Well, let's just destroy this thing. Holy. Well, that was fun. So, these brawlers are blocking my pathing. Let's go. This portal's weak to crush, so let's see if we can, like, just drop some bombs on it or something. Probably not, but we'll try. Oh, got a 50. This is like my favorite thing, other than barrows, I think. Just coming in here with a bunch of toys and having some fun, man. 43. Probably should switch to the whip. Oh my god, so many brawlers. Oh no. Man down. Let's try out this back here. Missed. Wow. 5 void points for the beginner bolt. That's pretty good. These mixed tide legs here give you a little bit of stab bonus. I quite like this weapon, it's pretty cool. Let's see if we can get onto this boat, because this one gives us 7 points every time, and let's spec this portal with this here spear. I couldn't even see what that number was, but I think it was pretty high. Man, I would love to get a Crimson Kiston for this portal here. I want to say this Dragon Hosta spec is probably pretty good when you only have like I don't know, 20 spec energy, because there's no other spec weapons that can utilize low amounts of spec like that. So I think it's kind of fun to, but the halberd is 30% spec, and that thing's like pretty good. 7 void knight points. Well, let's try something a little. I lost my pants. This might be kind of good for you get into a situation where there's like so many players around a portal that pretty much the monsters instantly die when they step out of the portal. So I thought it'd be nice to have like this slow, high damage weapon to, you know, to try to drop some bombs before the monsters die in like 2 ticks. Guess we'll just, looks like his health is doing fine. The Void Knight can't let his health drop. Stuff. This portal is weak to slash, so it tends to get messed up pretty quick. And this crystal halbert's pretty awesome. Does like 2 hits to big like monsters that are bigger than 1 tile, like these portals. 46. Sometimes it'll hit like 2, high numbers, so that's like a lot of damage, man. Funny thing is, I actually grinded out the crystal halberd just to spec out these portals in pest control. But, it's a good weapon for bossing, so I've been using it for that too. Well, let's try out the Arcane Blade. Wow, look at this guy. He's got that Zuck Slayer helm thing. I'm pretty sure you need to complete all the combat achievements for that, and that's, I'm sure, no easy feat. I've got that burn damage going on the portal there. I don't think you can poison the portals, so that burn damage is kind of useful. Maybe I think the dragon mace looks really cool. That's kind of why I like the idea of trying out the Kistin, because that thing looks awesome too. The spike ball on it. Yeah, so this portal's gonna go away real fast. Everyone's gonna come here and just spec dump it. 26-7. 33. Let's see how many charges I have on this. Quite a lot. I'll probably be taking this into Theater of Blood once I try that. Try going for the Gracier Rapier. Hopefully it's doable for me. I'm not, the best at so hopefully I can figure it out. Ouch. A jelly ball exploded. Let's actually use the mace, maybe that would be better. Seems pretty good. Not too long ago they did buff the mace. Okay, they changed it to like a faster attack speed, like 4 tick, I think. So it's putting out a bit more damage. Still not better than like the zombie axe in terms of crush or anything, but God, it just looks so cool. And that's why I come in here and play around with these novelty items, I guess you'd call. Let's do the good old DDS now. Spec and run. That's how you do it in PvP. Rusher style. And I did that a lot in Soul Wars. I got a lot of hate from it from the other team, but I'm just used to playing guerrilla warfare style like that. Cause I used to play a lot of cross out, and you kinda wanna do guerrilla warfare to stay alive and, you know, to win for your team or whatever. So I'd bring like dragon claws and just slink around in the shadows and then run right by my teammates that are being attacked and spec and then dip. And I insta-killed a lot of players like that. But some would say it's not sportsmanlike, I guess. But that's kind of a funny thing when you think about it, because back in the day with PvP, like your enemy would flame you pretty hard if you were praying or using stat boosting potions. So I guess it was like supposed to be like one of those unspoken rules. You're not supposed to get an unfair advantage from prayer or potions. But nowadays, yeah, that's all out the window with modern PvP. I mean, it'd be pretty boring, honestly, if you weren't praying or managing potions. let's just go ahead and dump our mace specs into here and see what happens. Let's see if we can get 10% spec and rip this thing. 10. We hit a 9. And then a 27 off spec. So you want to make sure you get away from those, because they'll explode and do a lot of damage when they die. These things are probably, I would say, the most lethal. The thing you want to worry about the most, these defilers, because they'll attack your knight over the fence, and they do probably the most damage to you out of all the monsters when they're aggroed on you. These spinners, you want to kill them so they can't heal the portal. Just such a simple game, I like it. See how the monsters die pretty much instantly when they come out, because there's all these people here waiting for them. That's why I thought maybe this Obby Mall would work pretty good. Just slap the monster once for like a 40. But honestly, I can almost hit a 50 with my whip, so I think this is kind of pointless. I mean, you don't see anyone doing it, so that kind of tells you. It's supposed to give you a real strong hit, you know, kind of like the Herox would, but a little less. This boosts strength when you're using these obsidian weapons, and then the full set increases the damage as well. Let's just rock the Hosta the whole game. I think this looks pretty cool. This gear setup. We're on lunch. Put on that piety. Look at that guy. Holy schmoly. That's a white oath plate, looks pretty good. I don't really care for the maroon standard look. But that white oath plate looks pretty snazzy, I'll say. 15. gets good RNG with it. But the main thing is the spec is supposed to really make it more accurate or something. This guy's got the spell sword or whatever it's called, the new Mad Angel weapon there, and that thing is huge. Jesus. I guess the spec probably hits multiple people and multiple NPCs in front of them. So he's in here playing with it. I don't know if that's gonna be a good weapon anywhere for strategies, but maybe we'll try to hang out with him and see if he does a spec. He might be in a different game. You see a lot of different gear loadouts here, which is cool. Let's see if we can hit both these guys with the halberd. You see a lot of fire capes here. Just melee in general is really the way to go here. So you're saving ammo, runes. You just get free spec energy every game. Free health and your prayer points back. It's great. I guess I'll try that. I don't know if I'll be able to get both these specs off or not in time. Well, we did. Yeah. I'll show you something kind of goofy here. If I can take off all this, yeah. You can win pest control with nothing. I'll just win it with punching. It's pretty hilarious. You know what? I'm not even gonna use piety. You want to keep this bar in the green, up high, so all you gotta do is just keep doing damage. Ouch. We might die, but that's okay. I suppose I could hide behind this here portal. Sometimes I'll come in here with a dragon harpoon. You run out of the boat, and a lot of people, you'll see them do the dragon battle axe spec. just be in full angler and with a dragon harpoon and use the dragon harpoon spec, yelling, "Here, fishy fishies." Well, there you go. I got 7 Void Knight points with nothing. So now, let's see what we can buy here. I think I'm gonna do a lot of prayer training here. 17,820 prayer XP. I think I should wait until this is 100, because I think you get bonus XP if you do the 100 instead of these. So we'll save that for another time, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna start up another video here on the blood belts. I'm thinking probably try cannoning them in the dark mired laboratories.